Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. Manchester United 7, Barnsley 0. That's Stephen Howson. And I've got some questions.
Holla.
First of all, right, why are you wearing sunglasses indoors? Second of all, get your pins out for the lads. What's going on here? I mean, this is a reek combo we've got going on here, Mr. Howson.
Fucking coppers.
Great boots, by the way. And quite muscly calves. Who knew?
It's the tibialis muscle.
Look at that there. Mark Hughes, eh? Eating out. It's been quite an interesting evening, and I'll allow you your sunglasses because Manchester United have won 7-0.
It's not every day you win 7-0. I think the last time we won 6-0, me and Alex Baguli were absolutely...
Oh, was that the Tranmere game?
Yeah, we got Tranmere.
You did get Tranmere. That became a word, and I think we put it out as like a secret Patreon video one day. And I think loads of people who watched it were like, "Why is this a Patreon video? Just put it on the main channel." And then I think we did in the end. It's like, this is amazing. This is LASK levels of Stephen Howson being
Weren't
drunk.
they within weeks of each other?
Yes, there was. Tranmere was. There was fans in the crowd at Tranmere. Right. Do you remember? You won't remember. You don't remember either game. All you remember is the room. Listen, we don't need to give mad, insightful tactical analysis. We've battered Barnsley. Loads of people scored. It was great. I just want to ask you what you think this could mean, because Marcus Rashford, it's his third goal in 2 games. Yes, I know. Before everyone says it's only Barnsley.
Do you know what? Bollocks to the caveats. I've just done my own review, and I've caveated the shit out of it, and I hate myself for caveating it.
Okay.
No other team says, but it was only.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did Middlesbrough do that when they tonked City 8-1?
Nicely done. Hey,
did they do that? Not me.
No, I don't think they did. Did Villa do that when they beat Liverpool?
No, they didn't. They didn't have to caveat it by saying it's only Liverpool, one title in 30 years. They didn't have to do that. 34 years. Like,
get it right.
They didn't have to do that. So no, I'm not caveating it, because so many times people say you got to beat what's in front of you, and so many times United have been poor against lower league opposition, and we've made a fight of it, and it's been 1-0, 2-1.
Newport last season, bro. We were 2-0 up, and we were hanging on at one point.
Or about the Coventry game that we didn't win.
Jesus
remember
Christ. I remember it. I was halfway down the stairs when I thought they'd scored.
Did you see people this week? I got tagged in it a lot. That we fraudulently won, Richard Keys said.
Richard Keys. Why are you getting tagged in tweets by Richard Keys? We fraudulently won. He would say that. A, he's a Coventry fan, and B, he's a dickhead.
We didn't win it. But we did, dickhead.
And also, there's loads of games that have had moments. Like, through the history of time, there's always like these decisions that could go one way or the other, and that can alter a title race or a
He was
match.
offside.
Yeah,
it wasn't even close. He was offside.
Shut up!
Guy was offside.
Exactly right. He was offside. Marcus wasn't. He got 2 good goals today. He finished well. Yeah, okay, you might go, defending weren't great, but you can see he's got his confidence back. He's got his happiness back. We had Opera on the watch along. It's good to see. Do you know what I mean?
Was he just like that?
Yeah. It was like his phone was pinging a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I think it's not just Oppa's credit. You got to give Marcus some as well. It's 50-50. Marcus is scoring goals. We saw Garnacho, whose goal involvements over like last 5 or 6 games is
it's magic.
Pretty impressive. And you can almost forget he's still a youngster because he's played so many minutes and so many games for Manchester United. Yes, also, Christian Eriksen, who gets dismissed a little bit, Eriksen, but he still could play a part. And I'm not just going off the Barnsley game because that'd be insane, but also he started against Southampton, and a few people going, Eriksen started, and I might have been one of them. But he played his part in a win.
I think we did it on the Friday beforehand. We was like, well, what's the midfield going to be? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? Is it going to be that? Is it going to be this? And then it was Thursday, me and Mako, and we was talking about what if he goes for Casemiro alongside Ugarte, and then Bosch, Eriksen starts, and everyone's going...
Not one of us said that. Even us 3 arguing. Not one of us went, I think he'll start Eriksen. None of us thought that would happen.
No. But I think
he didn't. It worked.
I think Eriksen has probably got a bit of a part to play in there, and he has probably been a little bit forgotten. But do you know what I think he did tonight, which Ten Hag has not historically done as Manchester United manager? He rotated.
He did, didn't he? And he did the right kind of rotation because...
Well, Toby Collier at left back, everyone was kind of like, what in the Fabian Delph is this?
Do you know what, though? That kind of played in their hands a little bit because... Over into our hands. Because they targeted Collier, didn't they? They targeted him and then it didn't work. And it was like they didn't have a plan B. It was like, we're going to hammer him. And then when they went, well, Johnny Evans went, well, I'll help him out. So that's the end of that. And then Collier went, actually... even though you're targeting me, I'm still a player who plays for Manchester United, so I can handle it. And then they were like, shit, what are we going to do now? We don't know. This isn't going to work. Oh, no. And now United have scored 3 goals.
That team sheet came into the Barnsley changing room, and they went, some big players in there, aren't there?
Yeah. Evans, he's won titles. Bloody hell. Maguire, he cost 80 million quid not that long ago.
And they went, fucking kid playing at left back. Right, forget what we've worked on all week. Sam and this little bastard.
Yeah, and it was like, because it kind of worked when he got a lot of possession and there was a couple of shaky moments in those first 5 minutes.
It was tight in the first half.
Yeah, they thought, okay, this is all right. But then once United started scoring, that went out the window. And
it was the gaps. Gaps. And I think that's the difference between League One opposition and Premier League opposition. The gaps when our players was turning and looking forward were fucking vast.
Yeah.
And it was easy at times for us.
It was. It's
but do you know what? Football's confidence, mate.
Yeah.
And it's patterns, and if you can play those patterns, Barnsley would have raised their game to come to Old Trafford tonight, and they've gone home getting absolutely fucking battered.
I don't know what was more of a surprise. The fact that Manchester United scored 7 goals felt the first time in years, literally, or the fact that Ugarte didn't end up getting a yellow card, because I love him already.
He don't look match fit, does he?
He doesn't. He looks a little bit rusty. We can say that. It was funny as well.
I think he'll be right though.
Yeah, and it was funny the fact that he just ran around kicking everyone, not like deliberately. You can see he was a little bit late on some challenges, and he was getting away with it. So he's obviously thought, this is Christmas, I'm going to keep doing it.
He's thinking, welcome to English football. So.
Yeah, and then the weird one was when he got a free kick given against him after he got stamped on, and then he had that mark on his leg as well, the cut on his leg, and I think the ref sort of said, okay, I'm sorry, I've got this one wrong, which gave him carte blanche to carry on sort of going into
just
people.
Just keep mullering people.
Yeah, which is good though, but I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. Also with Casemiro, he's been a hot topic after the Liverpool game. There was rumours that him and the manager weren't vibing because like he didn't like the way he'd been taken off at half time and blamed and all that. He's coming today, he's been captain. That shows, though, if you give someone the armband and they turn up and, okay, yeah, regardless of the opposition, they put in a good performance, they give you all, give you 100% effort. Obviously, there's a working relationship there, isn't there?
Yeah, I think we mentioned it on Thursday. I was a little bit worried about the optics and how that might work internally in the dressing room.
You said you wouldn't even be surprised if he started him against Southampton just to sort of say, look, you're still my guy.
Yeah, because like you started him against Barnsley. He's got to fucking Google what a Barnsley is and stuff, man. He's like, not of a fucking Scooby-Doo. What is a Barnsley? What is Yorkshire?
That'll be up there with him playing in 5 Champions League finals, I think.
So you got to think, I think you do have to pay attention to players' reputations a little bit. You don't have to pander to it.
No.
But you have to be aware of it.
Yeah.
It's one thing in it giving Toby Collier the opportunity. Go and have a run out against Barnsley. He's like, sweet. Let me at him. Whereas you have to try and explain what Barnsley is to Casemiro and what League One is.
Yeah.
And at some point he's going to be like, the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
And I think if you give him the armband. He's maybe framed it differently to him. They need you out there tonight.
Yeah.
And that might be, Ten Hag's had a lot of shit by slaptasses who've left the club, who've not been happy because they've left the club.
Yeah.
Or the circumstances in which they found themselves leaving the club. And this is another thing that fucking Dickie Keys was saying the other day is like...
Dickie Keys.
He was going on with himself saying, who wants to play for this manager? Well, guess half of his signings used to play for him.
Yeah.
Does he get no credit for that?
No.
Because I tell you what, if you can't sign the players that you used to play for, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
But when the fact that any player that used to play for him, there's a debate about Frankie de Jong.
Yeah. Well, there must be something there, though.
Yeah, he must have given him the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, every player all of the players that he signed that used to play for him seemingly have jumped at the chance to play for him again. From some big clubs.
Yeah.
And he was like, who else? Like, look, Lenny Yoro decided to come and play for Manchester United rather than Real Madrid. Like, it's fucking nonsense wibble coming out of Richard Keys' mouth for once. Oh, no, that's pretty consistent.
No, he's pretty consistent. To be fair, he's very consistent.
But you're like, clearly there's something in Ten Hag.
Yeah.
You can criticise the way it went with Ronaldo, fine. Ronaldo's always going to do what's best for Ronaldo. Like, if Ronaldo cared about the club, he goes and speaks to somebody at the club who can make change. He doesn't go on Piers Morgan.
No, does he fuck?
Jadon Sancho is a fucking lost cause, right?
And let's have it right as well. People dismiss the fact that Ten Hag was his 3rd United manager. Yeah. They act like Ten Hag bought him. Yeah. Ole didn't have long with him, but didn't really get a tune out of him. Ralph Rangnick didn't get a tune out of him. And then Erik Ten Hag couldn't get a tune out of him. So it's not just Erik Ten Hag. There was obviously something about Jadon Sancho at Manchester United that just wasn't right.
No, and we'll see how it goes at Chelsea. Like I thought it was a little bit bollocks that he got man of the match the other night, but it is what it is. I just think, Ten Hag here, that's an opportunity for a win from him to sort of get a big player with a big ego and a big reputation, playing him against fucking Barnsley at home in the cup when it's easy. I think that it looks like it's paid off for him. That.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can't get carried away, but obviously a 7-0 win, a massive win, going into the Crystal Palace game off the back of the Southampton result, and this, people look happy, Marcus looks happy, other players look happy, the manager's happy. It's an all right feeling, isn't it?
Just keep
winning
it
football
going.
matches.
Just keep it going.
That's it, man.
Just if we can get a clean sheet victory against Crystal Palace, 1-0, 2-0, don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
That's momentum starting to build then. It has to happen, though. You can't fuck this up against Palace at this weekend.
No, there's no excuses.
If you go and win that, I think you can then start talking about United and where they're going.
Yeah.
But we have to win that game.
We have to win that game. We've just won one game, 7-0. He's wearing his sunglasses for the first and last time on a podcast with me. That's been Stephen Howson. Go and check out all his content, not just on Stephen Howson TV, but also on Stretford Paddock FC as well. You know where to find me. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.